this work to perfection.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist up. New system to get the kinks out and work properly.
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. Devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? He's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for James. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. From past the arc. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside Bradley. There's a minute left in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Marvin Williams.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Bridges against Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Williams. Back to Bridges. Here's Bacon, guarded by Bradley. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. Williams, that's good.
But it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
Bradley finds Caldwell-Pope. And no good that time. Nice D from Williams. There's the pass to Bridges. Inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Seven seconds left here in the first quarter. Hernan Gomez with the ball. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's LeBron.
So when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Setting the floor for the Hornets, you've got Terry Rozier. Hernan Gomez out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Batum, and it's Bacon in at the 3.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise-caliber player.
Hornets trail by 9. Rozier kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. Batum, good. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And after watching Willie Hernan Gomez, I mean, play a few seasons, it is clear he has skills on the offense.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller comes in for Hernan Gomez, and it's Bridges in for Rozier. As you mentioned, Hernan Gomez is a good option, Chris, for points at the center spot, but defensively still a work in progress.
Yeah, he has the potential to be a starting center at some point. You see the flashes on defense and with rebounding, but he'll just be a spot-up player until he can be a difference maker in those areas on a nightly basis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
A shot by Batum, no good. Lakers leading by 8. Bridges with the steal. Makes it off the glass.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
To the paint, here's Davis. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Batum scanning the floor. Pass to Monk. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for. Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Murray comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Avery Bradley. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Nicholas Batum. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Lakers on the break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Now, here's Rozier. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting...
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be... Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Miles Bridges comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Monks subbed in for Dwayne Bacon. There's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And here's how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few. And if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Davis. Then there's Bradley. Then there's JaVale McGee. That's the Laker 5. To the middle. Down low. Here's Davis. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rozier kicks to Monk. Charlotte moving it around. Hernan Gomez passes to Rozier. They get it back. They shoot again. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
On the wing, Williams. McGee against Hernan Gomez. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rozier. No good off the back of the rim.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
To the wing right side. Bridges against Davis. Bridges passes to Hernan Gomez. Back to Bridges. Knocked away. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 12 points for him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Here's Rozier, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And so the Lakers take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it. David Aldridge, Chris Webber. This is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Great win, fellas. Great win. Good game. Good game. Hey, let me get that shoe. Let me get that shoe for my kid. Come on, man. Let me get a picture. Hey. Hey, yeah. Over here. Over here.
You know what I like about a new season? The games. Well, of course, I'm itching for some NBA action, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I like is how everyone thinks they know how things are going to play out, and every year there are surprises, and every single year, that's what happens. Look at Sacramento last year. Everyone counted them out, and they won, what, 40 games? Something like that?
39.
Right, which wasn't like incredible.